Hey traders, it's Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room, and I want to get my screen up here. And there it is, and we can get started. Um, Last week we started a series of teaching and presentation on our price bar construction and the secrets that it shares and shows us in our trading, unlike anything you've ever seen. And we're going to go over step 2 with that. I promised last week we're going to do second chance entries, and that's what we've prepared. I'm going to make this legal. Please read this. The signals that we've used, some have worked for 7.5 years since we've opened the room. Doesn't mean, we can forecast the future. Yeah, we're not saying that we do that. We believe the future is going to be like the past, and that's what we base our success on. So, price bar structure, okay? The way price and price action is recorded on your charts can make the only difference necessary for people that want to be master traders to those that actually can make it happen. Now, most traders are fixated on the way the price bars print on their chart, and they can even be influenced into making decisions about what to do next. Those decisions usually don't work out, just chasing price. This alone can keep many who could from becoming the few that do. See, and I'd like to change this for you. Today, we're going to take the next step in progression and understanding price bars, what is and isn't important in your trading. Our Super Smart wrinkle bars are designed to show visually at a glance what is actually happening with price support and resistance, price trapping, weak-handed money entering the market against order flow that gets squeezed out. We're going to show you all of this in one glance, and it often happens within the bar itself. Now, there are several powerful applications to use this. Last week, we looked at the first. I'll review that in 10 seconds for you, or take 10 seconds to review that. And then today, we're going to look at step 2, okay? So let's get this out of the way. Emails to stockindextradingroom.com. If you want to come and join us, go to our website. There's a nice little coupon code at the end of the 6 or 7 minute video. I'll remind you, we're showing you one of 4 possible applications. I'm calling this second chance entries. Our TTO advanced trap trader oscillator, advanced setting is on chart bars. This is a different look than what you normally see us working on. And it's going to show us where traders are trapped on the wrong side of price, on the wrong side of support resistance, on the wrong side of order flow, and how they get squeezed out. We've all been in that situation. It's not been much fun to get squeezed. And we have this blue and pink overlay, many years in the works, smart dynamic zones. And we'll show you one application. I could spend several weeks just on it. And we teach all of this in the room, but not all at once, right? That would be confusing, even for great traders. So second chance entries. Last week we talked about an engulfed reversing bar. We've got any kind of a wick on a reversing bar that's very powerful. When it's on color, it's very, very powerful. And then beside it, we have a continuation bar against, now this is ends up against everything. Support is here and identified long before we come here. Supports here, we get to trap, but we don't have order flow strength. We don't get through our smart dynamic zone. We don't get through the midpoint line. We're not very compelled to enter the market here. Right? Doesn't mean it won't go up. It just means that the strength is not such that we don't anticipate a lot of selling against that. That's 7 ticks of selling, right? And it couldn't complete. Now this thing's dancing up and down, and everybody trades it all the time on whatever bar they're done. Not everybody, amateur traders do. And so This is a lot of new selling on the wrong side of order flow, on the wrong side of support and resistance, and then the market closes above that. Well, guess what's going to happen to all of these people, all of these sellers in here that are working against order flow, against price trend? They're trapped and they're squeezed. And you can see the explosion that happened. Okay. So that's it, sort of in a nutshell. We're looking for a situation to where our reversal bar does not give us the entry, but then we get a second chance entry, the very next bar. The wick comes through the midpoint line, traps a lot of sellers, then prints above smart dynamic zone and the midpoint line, and we enter to take advantage of this weak money in here. Okay, so if you have questions, that's it. And I'm going to show you some other examples. And then we're going to do a recap of this, but I'm going to pause before I do that. I'm going to show you some more of these. Here is our engulfed reversal bar. I've marked those with yellow lines. Here is, we don't get through everything, and then we do. This one's not a very attractive trade, but a couple of points in our favor. Here's another engulfed reversing bar. They're all over the place. We have members that watched this last week and have traded this week and are having a blast. So here, chart bar doesn't get through, right? Doesn't get through the midpoint line. We have this wick coming down, working up through, and another nice winner there. Okay, we'll look at this situation and we see our chart bar went through everything, right? That would be another application of what's going on here. Here I've got a situation that I printed this error. Actually should be there. We're looking at our reversal bar did not go through. I can't tell if that went through the midpoint line or not. And what I do when I'm doing recaps and presentations, if that had failed, I probably would have put an arrow on it. I'd rather show you the ones that don't work than if it's maybe. If it's maybe and it did work, I never mark it, even in a recap, because it to me would be a misrepresentation. And y'all have enough of that. Y'all get enough of that out there. We're a practical trading room. We're not going to do that to you. So here, reversal bar that did not go through, second chance through the midpoint, through the zone, there would be the entry, right? Engulfed. Here's a second chance, a reversal bar didn't. This did. I need to put another engulfed. And then here's another one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this. I'm not going to pause. I'm going to run back. And if now I'm going to pull up trade markers and mark all of these, and we'll look and see how that did for the people that traded it yesterday. Okay. If you're not interested in that, you have questions or want to come and join us, do whatever, come and do that. But if you are interested in looking at a recap, since we have gone to this background color scheme, we went from marking 1 for 1 point, 1 for 2 points, and 1 for 4 points to 2 points, 3 points, and 5 points. Okay. So we increased our profit potential by over 60% per entry. Now, we're not saying you should trade this way. Okay. This is just, some people like to scalp, super scalp. Some people, are okay hanging on a little bit longer. Some people want to go for a bigger benefit. But you can see we have nothing in our recap. So all we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to put a buy arrow there. What that does is it buys the completion of that bar for our recap, right? So here's another one. And here's one. And let me make sure I don't miss. Now you could say, well, look at all the engulfed reversals and look how well they're working. There's one. You could add that to the mix. This is a specific second chance cleanup that we would not have had anything in the past. And now we're picking up all of these entries. If you decide you want to trade this, let's see, where are we? It looks like a long time. Now, I've gone over this chart about 5 times, so I know this is correct. Again, one of four entry systems that our chart bars would afford. Engulf reversal bar. And we're done. We're out of time. Right. We stopped looking about 10 or 15 minutes before the market closed. So see how we did. So for 2 points, they all went 2 points, which is cool. 3 points, 88%. So that means one didn't go, one that they all went 2, one didn't go 3, and that's pretty cool, right? Pretty good chunk right there. And then 5 handles, 75% went 5 handles. So we show these things, and for a long time I was like you are. It's like, we welcome skeptical people. Those are the people that make best traders for our room. Cynical people obviously don't proceed with anything. Now you can massage this a lot of ways. There will be that. I'm doing this Friday morning. This was Thursday. That's our policy. I've shown you. I've done recaps that weren't very stellar because it was the day before. I don't go back 6 months and find a great day and try to scam you into thinking something that's not true. We're a practical trading room. That's all we do, right? And so you can see, and this again was pickups. So, I have people that say, boy, yesterday was kind of choppy and sloppy. And yeah, if you don't know how to read what's going on in the market, it is, right? You may not want to take that many entries. That's up to you. But if you do, or if you just want to qualify the very best entries, isn't it nice to know that you have a system that will guide you? And we went through an hour or so there that there was no entry. And I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do anything, right? That's not my job. My job is to what? Show you that when we get a reversal bar that doesn't complete its mission to get above everything, but then we get a trap wick into our smart dynamic zone below order flow strength, and then it closes against that, those traders are going to get squeezed out of the market. And you can see it happens lots and lots and lots of times, over and over and over. So that's it. Second chance entries on our TTO chart bar settings. If you're interested in this, come shoot us an email, come and spend time with us. I probably will have a different name other than Second Chance Entries, but that's where we're working like crazy hard. And we've got more new things, more exciting things coming than ever before in the 7.5 years that I've done this. Rob told me a long time, Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion, told me, and I knew this from the Psychology of High Achievement that we taught our PGA Tour players. The more I know, the more I can learn, right? As we start expanding awareness, the whole world, the infinite world of trading possibilities start to show. And this becomes a lot of fun. So on behalf of Rob, World Cup trading champion, who developed all of this for us and still oversees what we do, and many, many master trader, world-class traders in the stock index trading room, we wish you happy trading.